We can spell A-D-D-S.
Why did do
my
DDs way? Wait, that is the right way, right?
N.
D.
Lowercase n.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the I.
I.
With a little carrot. And you put it in where it's supposed to be.
ADDISON.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the What Was That podcast. I'm Jazzy.
And I'm Addi.
If you caught last week's episode, you'll know that last week was my birthday, and this week is
my birthday!
Yay!
It's my mother birthday. We know it's your birthday.
We're recording early, so this is actually the day before Jasmine's birthday. But my birthday is the day that this comes out. Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As you start your new orbit around the sun, do you have any goals for this upcoming year?
One thing I really want to focus on is making memories with the people that are important to me.
That's nice. We should be making plenty of those coming up.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. For sure.
Just this weekend, we hit the Ren Fair. We had a nice night out, and we danced with the devil under the pale moonlight. It truly has been a celebration to remember.
Just like the celebrations from our stories for today, except without joy and whimsy.
So these are bad birthday stories?
They're definitely memorable. I'd be so bummed if I had any of these birthday stories. Story 1.
How do we get a picture of us dancing naked under the pale moonlight? Oh, it just says under. It doesn't say naked, but...
Aww. In my brain when I wrote it.
I just, yeah. It makes your bridesmaids gifts that much better, to be honest. I'm very excited. I'm going to give it to you Friday when you come spend the night.
Okay, cool. I'm excited. Ha! Cool. Totally casual, whatever you want to give it.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, story 1. A birthday surprise. Okay, so I doubt this will get much attention, but here it goes. So a year ago around my birthday, something weird happened to me, and I still don't know how to make sense of it. It was midnight, February 21st, and I was in my bedroom watching Netflix as I have some sleeping problems. I was talking with my boyfriend when I hear a voice suddenly say, "Happy birthday!" And it sounded female. I live in an apartment, but it didn't sound like a voice that came from above or below my apartment, and this was crystal clear. I knew I wasn't hallucinating, as my boyfriend heard it too, so I went to check it out, but no one was there. I freaked out but eventually calmed down, but I still think about it and decided to write this out. But yeah, that's it, unfortunately. I still have no idea where that voice came from, or from who, or what had wished me a happy birthday. What a nice ghost.
Was it not just the TV?
Because
they said
episode?
They were watching Netflix. I feel like that's a really simple solution.
Yeah.
And it's not really addressed at all.
They're like watching Happy Death Day.
Yeah. They could have been watching anything and the character just happens to say happy birthday.
Yeah.
Did they not equate it? I really wish they would have addressed that because it's not even in the comments.
Right. Just being like, it clearly was not the TV because I was watching.
Yeah, and it had
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Above or below my apartment.
So they have no side neighbors.
But it's just the TV. I'm the only reason I'm so speechless right now is because I feel like that's the most obvious answer.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling a little gaslit right now that I'm feeling this way. Sorry.
I mean, it makes the most sense.
They don't address it at all. And the only comment is they're like, imagine if you were alone and you heard the TV.
Yeah.
Also, it said around my birthday. So was it their birthday or was it not?
Also a great question. Because I don't know when they're February 21st. Let's see if they have it on their profile. When's your birthday, buddy? I don't know. Who's to say? Carl Weezer is thick.
What a username. Jinx.
Yeah.
No, I think this is a really clear cut. I don't think this is really
It's probably not
weird.
a ghost.
Yeah, I think it was just an episode of something they were watching on the TV that said happy birthday, and because it was close to their birthday, they kind of internalized that, and your boyfriend heard it because it was on the TV.
Because, like,
Is
this
that-
was at, late at night, you have sleeping problems, so you're watching TV to fall asleep.
Yeah, your eyes are closed, you're not paying attention.
Yeah. To bring it up in this episode, are you having hypnagogia and then you hear the TV go happy birthday and then you're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, which would negate the boyfriend hearing it.
I mean, he could be
But-
about to fall asleep too. If they're both
Yeah.
trying to go to bed, it's late at night.
And then she just convinces him.
And then she's like, did you just hear someone say happy birthday? He's like,
yeah,
Yeah.
actually I did.
yeah, because you're in the room together watching.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I have definitely hallucinated voices while almost falling asleep before.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, and it could be, it could be a plethora of things. Like, it could just be hypnagogia. Mm-hmm. Or it could be a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
That's a plethora. That's two.
It could be so many
It could
things.
be so many things. Yeah, it could be a ghost or it could be hypnagogia, but it does happen quite often.
Yeah.
I'll be like just about to fall asleep and I'll hear somebody like in my ear. It'll be either talking or whispering, but I'll hear somebody be like, "Hey."
Don't like that.
Yeah.
Don't
or
like that.
like, "What are you doing?" Or just like, "Come here." Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No. Mm-mm.
I hear, "Are you okay?" That one is like a
someone just
really
checking in.
like, yeah, no, somebody will just come up and be like, "Are you okay?" Like
Yeah.
totally nonchalant.
Yeah.
It's not like a creepy. It's just like somebody saying like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Huh?" Me?
Yeah. No.
I'm trying to fall asleep here.
Interesting. See, my hypnagogues are like, the purple elephants need their medicine. And just like nonsense. So that's how I always know I'm about to fall asleep because none of my thoughts make sense.
Yeah.
And then, bloop. We out.
Anyway,
Yeah, so I don't, as Addison said, probably not a ghost. If it is a ghost, how nice.
yeah.
Right?
Well, I
How
would
sweet.
George, where are you, bud? Can I get a happy birthday maybe this year? I didn't get one last year.
Ooh, happy birthday.
Aw, thanks, George.
Oh, you're welcome. I'd bake you a cake, but I'm a ghost.
It's okay. I'll eat ghost cake.
Could you imagine he's trying to bake a cake and his hands just keep going through like the bowls? God
He
damn
tries
it.
to open the oven and he just like ends up like having somebody like put it in. He just pushes it through the oven. I'd eat
Do what
ghost
you can,
cake,
George.
especially that ghost that was on the outside of that building last year. Yeah.
Miss Thickums outside of, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bar that has a Halloween sign where it has a ghost and she's doing the splits and they gave her like a big juicy booty. It's beautiful.
Yeah. It was pretty awesome.
It's
and they had a
so
whole
silly.
like carnival thing
Uh-huh.
going on in there, but we got there really early, so it wasn't really popping.
Yeah.
We should go again if they do another pop-up this year. I'm
should.
so excited for Halloween.
Me too.
It's like clawing getting there.
Slowly but surely, I did break out some fall candles.
Always
I'm-
have fall candles.
I have like one spring candle, and I'm like, and we're done.
Yeah,
Back
I
to
have
the fall.
like the only spring candles I get are like honeysuckle, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like lilac.
Lilac's good, but
Honeysuckle's really good.
Oh, honeysuckle is like one of my favorite scents. Mm-hmm. It's so good. Honeysuckle and pine and pumpkin.
You have a good nasal palette.
Thanks.
I don't know if that's the way to say that. But yeah, all the
That's what we're
scents
gonna
that
say.
you like use, I'm like, oh hell yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I do love my scents. I have a very strong nose. We're getting really off topic, but I have a really strong nose. Like all the time, I'll smell something in the house that Quentin does not smell, and I'm like, it smells so strong, so strong. It smells awful. One time, hi Katie. One time when Katie and I were living in the apartments, I smelled something through the vents, and I texted her and I was like, "Do you smell something?" And she was like, I think she said that she had like smelled it a couple days before or something.
Okay.
But both of us were like, why do we always smell things that men don't smell?
Yeah. After my nose surgery, smelling
Just a whole world of smells.
Yeah, because like I felt like I could smell pretty. I wasn't like nasally impaired, so I thought, but turns out I was. There's a whole new world of smells. Walking around downtown is not as pleasurable as it used to be. It is ripe. So anyway, yeah, not a ghost, probably just your TV. Thank you so much for posting on Reddit.
Thank you. Story 2. It wasn't that bad. Story 2. Okay. No, actually, story 2.
For realsies.
Story 2. Am I the asshole for returning a birthday gift I got from my boyfriend after he insulted me about my colorful past? This happened last night, but my phone is still blowing up. I, female 26, dipped into my savings and got Mike, my boyfriend 27, a PS5 for his birthday yesterday. He knew he was getting a PS5 because he told me that the PS5 is the only thing that he wants. We've been together for 4 years, so the cost didn't matter. That is, until I found out what he thinks about me. Some background. When I was 18, I was involved with Jake, a guy who I met online. We ended things after 3 months, and I moved on shortly after with Adam, a guy from work. I found out a couple months later that Jake and Adam were actually really close friends, but I didn't know Jake long enough to meet his friend group, so I had no idea. After finding out, I took some time off dating, and 2 years later, I met my current boyfriend, Mike. I was upfront and honest with Mike about my past and the fact that I was unintentionally involved with friends. He said he understood, and my past didn't bother him. Last night, at his party, I showed up with the PS5, and him and his friends were screaming with joy. His best female friend, Jessica, laughed out loud and said, "I wish I was a thought so I could afford a PS5 too."
Huh?
I looked at her with an excuse me look on my face, and she just said, "Never mind," and walked away. I confronted my boyfriend about it, and he said, and I quote, "She's just messing with you. You can't take a joke?"
What the hell?
So I pushed further as to why this girl is even calling me names to begin with, and he said, "Well, everyone knows you were a thought before we met."
What the hell?
I asked him to explain how I was a thought before him, and he said, "You know, messing with best friends." He then pat me on the shoulder and said that it's okay because I'm not who I was back then, and if he could get over my colorful past and my thought mentalities to give me a chance, then I could get over Jessica's comments and give her another chance.
What did he say?
I didn't say anything. I just got up, took the PS5 from the gift table, and left. He was pissed. He literally called me like 20 times, but I didn't care. I was so hurt that I took the bow off and took it straight back to the store I got it from. They happily refunded it. I thought that was done, but Mike and all his friends, including Jessica, are berating me for being petty, and they're all saying I brought this on myself by making poor choices. I responded to Mike and told him that he deserves better than me, so find someone who wasn't a thought and get the PS5 from them because I returned it. He started screaming how I'm the biggest asshole for returning it, and how I should be happy that he ignored my colorful past. I'm thinking I might be taking it too far. Am I the asshole?
Nope. Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely the fuck not.
No. All she did was have a relationship with best friends, and she didn't even know that.
She didn't know they were best friends. She didn't know they knew each other at all.
How was she supposed to know that? How was she supposed to know?
Right.
And I don't feel like that's, like, anything you have to admit to someone either, because it's not you did nothing wrong.
You didn't do that intentionally. You weren't like, man, my 3-month relationship with this guy didn't go well, so I'm going to date his best friend.
Yeah.
You just dated the guy from The Office who seemed nice.
She also has every right to do if she did know that. Because who knows? I mean, the first guy could have been a sleazebag, and she was like, to get back at him, I'm going to hang out with his best friend. And you know what? Okay.
Yep.
Well, okay.
Take the guilt off of her. You could put some of that on the best friend.
Yeah, for knowing.
Because he might have known, actually. Possibly not.
That is a good point.
She had no idea.
He more than likely, if they were best friends, then he more than likely knew. I don't think they were best friends, though. I think they were just friends, and they kind of, like, amped it up a little bit. Also, who the fuck is Jessica?
Yeah, fuck Jessica.
A pick-me. What is that? Oh, my God. There's that creator on TikTok who does...
I know exactly who you're talking about.
The girl who wants your boyfriend.
Yep, that's exactly who I imagine in this scenario.
Exactly. She's like, never mind. She, like, goes up to Mike, and she's like, I could be a lot better girlfriend than her.
Do you remember when we would just, like, wrestle?
Yeah, we just...
That was so silly of us.
Like, continue.
I couldn't think of a single thing to say, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, when we used to wrestle and kiss a little bit when we were kids.
Isn't that so crazy of us? Like, what if that just happened right now?
Yeah, what if we just, like, kissed a little bit? Because, like, we're best friends,
That'd be so silly.
And she, like, got in the way of best friends. So, like, why don't we just, get it over with?
I hate her. Jessica's the problem. And
not a girl's girl.
No.
Also, this whole friend group who, first of all, everybody's like, yeah, PS5, what? Brr, 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 brr. Like, all these guys are jumping around and being so excited. And then Jessica's just, like, sitting in the corner. She's like,
what does that have? Like, what does any of that have to do with, like, affording a PS5? I thought when, like, she said that, it's like, first off, support to sex workers. Second off, I thought she was being like, oh yeah, because, like, you have an OnlyFans and that's how you could afford it, and she's being shitty because of that. But no, just because she dated 2 people who knew each other.
Yeah. This is the same energy that I guarantee you they have the same mentality of, like, oh, she deserved it. She was wearing that.
Mm-hmm. That is what it's giving. 1,000%.
Yeah. They literally, everything is on the woman. It's like, well, you should have known better. You should have had higher standards. Like, you should have made better decisions. But I'm looking past your colorful past. Yeah. I'm the adult here. I'm doing you a favor by choosing to move. That's so manipulative too, because, like, she's gonna go into another relationship being really self-conscious about that issue because of this one person. Right. So she's gonna, like, think that her self-worth is really low.
And it's a non-issue.
It's literally, like, the next guy that she tells, she's literally gonna be like, I have this really big thing that I have to tell you, and I'm really embarrassed, and I know that it was really bad, and I know that it's disgusting, but I was with best friends separately, and I didn't know, but here's what happened.
Yeah. Also, like, the way that she's phrasing this when she tells people, she does need to change it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's how she's saying it is not accurate to probably what happened.
Yeah. I mean,
like, I dated a guy. We stopped dating, and then I started dating another guy. As it turns out, they know each other. I wouldn't have known that because I didn't ever meet their friends.
Yeah. That's pretty much what she said in the beginning.
Yeah. So, like, say that whole thing instead of being like, I came between best friends. Yeah. Because you're not Summer I Turned Pretty right now. Like, that's not what you were doing.
Absolutely not. And the next boyfriend that she has is literally gonna be like, okay,
like,
and
is that the worst thing you've done?
Yeah, I can tell you,
green flags all around. Score.
Worse, like,
yeah.
Head scratch. Hey, I was a weird child. Or not child. Young adult.
Yeah, if this is problematic, I've done some much more problematic things. So
the top comment for this was really funny. It says, not the asshole, give him the keys to the curb. Also, dollars to dildos, he's cheating with Jessica. I'm using that from now on.
I use that all the time.
Or she's a jealous female friend who wishes she was with him. But it seems like they're close enough that they name call his girlfriend behind her back, so you're probably right. If they haven't, Jessica wants to at the very least. Yeah, absolutely.
She wants your man.
Another comment says, not the asshole, nothing about your past is even colorful. You dated 2 guys that happen to be friends. Good heavens, where are my pearls? I must clutch them. It sounds like Jessica is either sleeping with this fool or wants to be. She can have him. Use the money to get yourself something nice.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
They sound like a shit friend group.
Yeah. We do have an update.
Okay.
So this comes 2 days after the original. First of all, thank you all for the support. I really appreciate it, and I'm trying my best to respond to each of you. Turns out, you guys were right, but we'll get into that. Firstly, I unblocked Mike this morning and called him to talk. After a few hours of arguing, I finally got the truth out of him. He said after I told him about my past, he was fine with it because it happened before him. Then he got curious about who Jake and Adam were. So he went digging on my Facebook friend list and didn't find Jake, but he found Adam. He then condemned me for having an ex on my social media page. I said I don't speak to the majority of people on my Facebook, but I wouldn't delete them. I just don't engage. He said that, in his eyes, that was a red flag. So he went digging and he found what he was looking for. He saw that Adam was well known and well liked by a lot of women because of all the women liking and commenting on his posts. And by the cars and trips he posted prior, he knew that Adam had to be well off. He also admitted knowing some of the women who were in Adam's comments. He then tried digging into Adam's friends list, but it was hidden. So he asked Jessica to stalk his likes, comments, and posts for a Jake. Sure enough, they found Jake. Saw that Jake drove an expensive car and came to the conclusion that I only date men with money. No, Mike doesn't have any money, so his entire analysis was dumb. Anyway, I asked him why he didn't come to me, and he confessed that for a while he thought I was interested in Jake and Adam for money because that's what women do. He said that him and Jessica brought this situation up to his guy friends, and they all agreed that this is how the situation went. I was dating Jake. He introduced me to Adam. I found out Adam had more money than Jake. I left Jake to sleep with Adam, then started dating him. I questioned why I would leave Adam if I was with him for money. And he said he thought that was a lie. Adam had to be the one to leave me. Ouch. He then said he contemplated breaking up with me over this for months, but as he got to know me, he slowly realized I am not that type of person. I told him he's basically full of shit for dirtying my name with his friends. Then I asked him why he didn't clear my name. He said whenever he brought me up, they all dismissed me as a gold digger, a thought, a woman who slept with men for money, and here's the kicker, probably still have some of that money saved. They came to the conclusion that I must be with Mike for some ulterior motive, but he was too embarrassed to defend me. He also said that he was embarrassed every time I mentioned a male friend or tagged any guy on social media because they all teased him afterwards. I remember him asking me not to like any other man's photos on social media and not to tag any guys, but I just thought it's because it made him uncomfortable, not because his friends were silently stalking me. After hearing all this, I decided to end things with Mike. I told him that he's not a nice person and I can't trust him anymore, especially because he knew I was saving for months to afford the PS5, and he allowed his friends to think I got that money from somewhere else. After ending it, I said, "Oh, by the way, have you ever slept with Jessica?" He said no, but after she found Jake, she suggested that they hook up if he ever needs to get back at me in the future. I asked what she meant by getting back at me, and he said she was certain I would cheat on him with a wealthier man if I found one. He then said he gave me the truth after all these years, so I should forgive him and give him another chance, but I didn't. I just thanked him for the good times, the memories, and for dirtying my name. Then I hung up and blocked him. Now I think I'll take another long break from dating everyone.
Good for OP for taking the information and being like, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck your friends. I'm moving on. Because what a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy. And also Jessica literally was like plotting in the back. She's like, if you ever need to get back at her, I know a way we can. I can really help you get back at her. Girl, what? What kind of friend says that to another friend?
Literally.
Hey, if you ever need to get back at her, I'll hook up with you. What?
Yep.
How's that getting back at her? What?
They're all... That whole group is just a cesspool and pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And, like, they're
in
all in a
like,
relationship for 4 years.
I forgot that part.
Yeah.
That's really bad. Yeah. Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
you had years to defend your girlfriend.
And you just let it go for that long. And I guarantee you, him and Jessica have slept together. There's no way. With how much she, like, talks shit. I bet she said that years ago.
Yeah.
And it's been happening the whole time. Guaranteed. Like,
I agree.
no. There is... That's insane. They're all, like, super red-pilled. Like, a woman knows her place. A woman knows her place.
Yeah. Also, wild to me that he was absolutely fine with everything because he was getting a PS5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I don't really care what's going on. I just want my PS5.
I need you to get over it so you can give me the PS5.
Yeah, I deserve the PS5. I've put up with you in your colorful past for 4 years. I deserve the PS5.
Turns out she's honestly super fucking normal.
Yeah.
Super ordinary dating history.
No, she's like literally the most plain
Yeah.
girl.
Like,
Sorry, that was... I mean that in like
the
a
version
nice
that
way.
they're creating of her is like not... That's not what she's doing. Like, if she is, like, go off. But
No,
she's not.
she thinks the
So.
craziest thing that she's done in a relationship is date friends.
Yeah.
Like back to back, which...
She didn't know that. A 3-monther? Come on.
Yeah, you can't even count that.
No.
If it's like 3 months or less, like it was a fling.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, that's not a relationship. That's just like a, yeah, we dated
Yeah.
for a little bit.
People can know each other. But yeah, they're better off. Because, like, what if they did, like, you know, keep dating and they get married and all that stuff, and then you have people at your wedding, like, talking shit behind your back the
Yeah.
entire time?
Yeah, I bet she used all her money that she got from her other rich boyfriends to pay for this wedding.
Your great uncle Jerry is there so excited, and they're like, yeah, I bet that's her sugar daddy.
Yeah, exactly, the whole
That's why
time.
she's giving him a hug.
Yeah, they're dancing together because, like, that's her sugar daddy. That's who paid for this entire place because she's a thought.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Fuck them. Fuck
Yeah,
those
truly so glad that OP is out of that because you would not want to be stuck in that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, this comment's like, she's a gold digger with a guy for 4 years who can't afford his own PS5. Right.
Yeah, this person said this is the most uncolorful past I've ever heard.
Literally.
There's zero there that's even remotely colorful.
God.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I hope he cried himself to sleep after not getting his stupid little bitch ass PS5.
You what a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Him and Jessica deserve each other. I don't think he even wants Jessica anyway, because if he did, he would have done that, so.
Yeah, I think Jessica's just like a whenever I need to kind of girl. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't
She's
get my
there.
girlfriend to come over. Jessica's who I'll call.
I guess she's there.
Yeah, she's okay. Anyway,
She's a wetty and wooing. Story 3.
huh? What is that?
I tried to say ready and willing, but I couldn't say my R's.
What are you doing? Yes. Okay.
Story 3. Boyfriend dumps OP to be with his female best friend after a surprise party that OP wasn't invited to. Best friend says she won him Karma steps in. Sorry if this is long, but I want to detail accurately. I just went through a breakup and my ex is now with his best friend. I always had reservations with their friendship. She was always overly flirty with him and would stake her claim on him through passive-aggressive comments. I brought it up once in a cool manner and he said that's just how she is with everyone. I let it slide for about a year because I didn't want to come off as insecure. Most men don't pick up on how women can be passive-aggressive towards each other, so I figured I'd take the high road and ignore her. He also never gave me a reason to think that he thought of her like that. However, she threw him a surprise birthday party a week before his actual birthday and did not tell me or invite me. He was confused as to why I wasn't there, and she told him that I didn't like his friends and refused to attend. He called me while he was there and drunkenly expressed how sad he was about my behavior. I could hear his best friend? Mm-hmm. I could hear his boyfriend in the back. I could hear his best friend in the back basically cackling and yelling at him not to give me any more attention and that I was a horrible girlfriend. The next day I tried calling him but got sent straight to voicemail.
What the Halle Berry?
My texts were sent to green, so I was also sure that he blocked me. Luckily, I'm close friends with his sister, who coincidentally was also not invited to the surprise party. The best friend doesn't like his sister. His sister told my boyfriend everything from my point, but his best friend swears she invited me and sent me and his sister's paperless post, and it just might have been an accident/mishap. After that day, he started acting really distant towards me. I asked him if anything was going on with his best friend. He said no. He loved me and understood the whole party thing was an accident. I tried to remain calm and told him I don't like the idea of his friends thinking I just like them, and said maybe I should reach out to her and we could grab coffee. He was all for it, but she never texted me back. I made sure not to say anything negative about his best friend and ultimately told him I agree it must have been an accident, which I don't think at all. 2 weeks later, he's still distant during that time. He sits me down and says it's over after 2 years. I was calm but asked what triggered the breakup and asked if his best friend had anything to do with it. He said yes, she did, but promised nothing physical happened with them while we were dating, but he had developed feelings. He said that it just happened. They'd been friends for over 10 years, so why didn't they date before? He said he never thought of her romantically until a few weeks ago. Afterwards, she made it very public that she had won and that I'm a loser, and thank God their friend group doesn't have to deal with my toxic behavior anymore.
What the hell is Cyrus?
Which I don't even care about. She's lesser than me, and it's very clear by her actions. I accidentally bumped into a couple of his friends at the bar a few weeks after we broke up, and they mentioned how several of their friends were bummed that we broke up because they thought I was fun and sweet and loved having me around. It definitely wasn't a conversation with nice pleasantries. I could tell they were genuine. I just don't understand how feelings can change in such a short amount of time since they've been friends for over 10 years. 1 week after we broke up, he's dating his best friend and they're completely in love. I'm very hurt and just trying to see another point of view since my ex won't really explain it to me or go into detail on how he all of a sudden fell in love. In my opinion, falling in love isn't so easy. You have to continually interact emotionally, romantically with the other person to get there, which in my mind is a form of cheating. He was just so nice and proper during the relationship as well as during the breakup. It was completely respectful as much as it could be. I just don't understand. How could these things happen? I have guy friends that I would never date, or more so speak to in a romantic sense, wherein it's a possibility to fall in love. Thoughts? I genuinely think that his feelings changed and he wanted to explore another relationship and that he was really contemplating it for a few weeks before making a decision. Not sure what the antithesis was, but it was obviously happening at a surprise party that I wasn't invited to. I don't really want to hear the whole he's an asshole, you're better off without him in the comments. We're broken up and it's done with, so I'm moving on. Just trying to figure out if other people have been in the same situation and how this sort of thing happens.
Well, they were definitely hooking up beforehand.
Yeah.
Who knows for how long?
Mm-hmm.
But this was definitely they hooked up. Maybe the first time was at the surprise party. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they fooled around before. But they probably hooked up at the party, and then he felt really guilty for a while.
That's why he was distant.
Yeah, and he kept hooking up with his best friend because he kept going and hanging out with his best friend, and she probably kept pressuring him to break up with his girlfriend.
Being like, your girlfriend's a piece of shit anyway.
Yeah, just break up, like, we can be together. And that's probably exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah, like, we've been friends for so long, so I'm in love with her. Like,
Right.
it just makes sense.
It's like, we know each other so well. It's like, yeah, of course you do. You've been friends for so long.
You're best friends. Like, it makes sense that you would love someone in any capacity if you're friends for 10 years. But, so that, I mean, that can be the explanation of how he moved on so fast, because he already has that relationship built. It may not be romantic, but they already have that comfortableness to each other. They already have, like, knowledge of each other's, like, strengths and weaknesses and likes and dislikes, and she might not be the nicest person. Obviously, she sucks.
Right, but he likes her for it.
Yeah, and
he
if
was still friends with her.
Yeah, and if he cheated on her on OP, then he's no better than the other girl. So, or than the best friend. So, you know, bad people deserve bad people. So.
And yeah, you are who you hang out with. So.
Yeah, if you surround yourself with bad people, you're not going to have a good time. But if you surround yourself with really good people with good intentions and good, what's the word? Morals?
Yeah.
If you've ever read, what is it, Fables?
Oh, like the hair and the...
I almost said Adolf Fables.
what is that called? Aesop?
Aesop. See, I was close.
Yeah,
Aesop
I almost said
Fables.
Aesop, and I was like,
No, it's
nope.
Aesop Fables, and they teach you all your morals. So if you really read up on those books and you know, or all those stories, all those fables,
All those
some may
fables.
say.
Is it an ant and a cricket?
I don't know.
don't
There's
know,
like
it's
the
something.
hare and the tortoise, right?
Yeah.
And the Princess and the Pea, is that one of them?
By Aesop. Yeah, it's an ant and a cricket.
Okay.
The cricket is like lazy and careless and like lives it up La Vida Loca.
Yeah.
Arguably more fun. But the ant is like hardworking and diligent and stores up, and like winter comes, crickets die, ants are fine.
Yeah. It's is the Lion and the Mouse a Aesop fable? Lion and the Lamb. What a sick masochist.
It is.
Yay!
Yeah.
I was right. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. What were you saying? My brain went to Twilight and it's not coming out of
Yeah.
that.
Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do do. Hooah, 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 hooah.
Hooah, 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 hooah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know you don't want to hear it, but you're better off. Also, like, maybe this is their love story, I suppose. And you're gonna go date someone else and have your love story with them. So you'll be fine. Oh, there's an update. Okay. Hold on.
I was like, waiting.
I was like scrolling all around. I was like, where the fuck did I leave off?
Waiting.
Okay. Update.
Gum gum style.
So I received a text from a random number. It was my ex. I blocked his normal number. He basically outlined how he missed me and had ended things with his best friend. He asked me to grab coffee and talk it out to hopefully reconcile. He said, I didn't realize how much I'd miss you, and I've realized that you're the one for me. I'm so sorry about everything that's happened in the last month. You deserve better. I'm hoping we can meet up and discuss it and move past it. Wow, a whole 3 weeks. I'm genuinely still curious as to why he ended our 2-year relationship for this girl. I knew she was trouble, knew it wouldn't last, but didn't think it would be a measly 3 weeks. I am fuming. He's essentially asking to get back together after fucking his best friend, and now he has clarity over the situation and figured out that she's not what he wanted. I still think he's one of the nicest men I've ever met and fell victim to another girl's manipulation, but fuck him. He's 31 years old. Do better. And just a PSA to anyone who's out there contemplating this type of fuckery, don't. Okay, so more context. I know it seems weird to say that this is the nicest person ever. What I mean is that he's a good person and he massively fucked up. I know he regrets it, as he should, but I won't label him as a cheater or someone who played with my feelings. He got feelings for another girl, contemplated what to do, made a decision, broke up with me and pursued it. Then figured out it was the wrong decision. Him and I can't get back together because I'll never trust him again. He made a decision to leave our relationship. It didn't work out for him with this other girl, but I can't trust that it wouldn't happen again. Simple as that. But I do think he went with his feelings and wasn't trying to deceive me or go behind my back to cheat. That's all. Also, no, we didn't get coffee. I told him to fuck off and block the new number. Edit number 3. Okay, you guys caught me on a discrepancy in age. Yeah, whatever.
When OP said 31, I was like 25, 24,
right.
maybe. Like
figuring
early
yourself
20s.
out.
Yeah. Early
it's
20s.
Messy, but you're figuring yourself out.
Yeah. But when OP said 31, my mouth dropped because how were you that old acting like that? Brooks.
To be fair, he lied about his age.
Yeah.
So,
But
he was 24.
see, that makes more sense then.
Yeah.
But
That age.
31 and acting this way and not
Yeah.
and it's fair for OP to say like, oh, he's not a bad person, he just made bad decisions, but he definitely cheated.
Yeah.
There's right you guys.
I would believe that he did.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised.
I would bet
Something
a
happened
ton
at
of
that
money.
surprise party.
Yeah.
For sure.
I would bet a ton of money that he cheated on her. Like that's the only thing that.
Yeah. I'm just throwing things out there. I say minimum they made out at the surprise party.
Yeah, bare minimum. And I think that like put him in a tizzy because that's something sparked it.
Right.
Something lit that flame and burnt the fuse up to him breaking up. That fuse didn't light itself just from one night. Like
Right.
he was drunk, he called the next day. He was probably Jesus Christ. Sorry. I'm like getting blown up. The next day he blocked her number. So he
Right.
obviously like felt guilty for something.
Yeah.
So
And he was like fired up.
yeah.
Thought that she like also like excessive to you didn't come to my birthday party. Blocked.
Yeah. It wasn't
Have
even
I done that?
it wasn't even
Yes.
his birthday party.
Yeah.
It was her birthday party,
Wait.
right?
No, it was like his birthday party that his friend threw for him.
Oh, his best friend threw. Oh, and then didn't
It was like
invite
a
him.
week early and didn't invite the sister or the
Dude.
girlfriend.
I don't even want to say this because I always like talk about violence. I'm like, I would beat a bitch's ass.
Beat a bitch's ass.
But
Also, yeah, and like, I'm sorry, I've used Paperless Post. You can go back and see the guest list retroactively. So if you were willing to argue it, pull it up.
yeah, show me the proof.
Where did you send it to? Because it
Show
wasn't
me
my email.
the money.
Yep.
Michael Scott. No, absolutely.
It's not worth fighting over, but
No, it
you
would be
wanted to.
it's 2 years of your life that gets thrown away, which is a tremendous amount of time. So that would be very upsetting. But at least it's 2 years and not 20 years.
At least it's not 20 years.
And he's showing you his character right off the bat. He's like, hey, I'm a piece of shit. I'm going to cheat on you and then I'm going to leave you for my best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is, I'm like, now I bet that girl is crying herself to sleep every single night.
I won and you're a loser.
Yeah. I would screenshot every text and send it back to her and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you won? Did your prize not want to keep you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah. Should I wrap this up so you don't have to talk anymore?
Yeah.
Story 4.
Anyway, damn, that's crazy.
That's so
sucks.
fucking crazy. Oh my god. Good for you for walking away. You deserve so much better than that.
This is how every episode ends, when we like go on a tangent that has nothing to do with the story, and then we go back to it and we're like, anyway, that's crazy. Wow. End the story here. Story 4.
Gong.
Story 4. My most memorable birthday. This happened 13 years ago on my 10th birthday. The layout of the house is a bit important. The main level consisted of a family room and a kitchen. The kitchen connects to the stairs that go down to the basement. When you come in from the front door, to the right, there are stairs that go to the second floor. The second floor consists of 3 bedrooms and a bathroom. I shared the middle room with my oldest sister, Anna, who was 16 at the time. Our room had 2 full-size metal frame beds. We had lost the plastic coverings that went on the legs of the bed. This is important.
Okay.
My bed was all the way to the left, facing our desk, and a window on my right. My sister's bed was on the far right, with a closet to her left, the door in front, and a window above her head. Anywho, I'm excited to have... My brain's like... also trying to read. I'm like... Okay. Anywho, I was excited to have a big birthday party, so I woke up early to inflate all my balloons. So in the meantime, I scattered them all over our bedroom floor. The day became really cold and rainy, so my parents decided to cancel my birthday party. Needless to say, I was pissed. My parents suggested having a nice dinner at home and watching movies. I have always been the slowest eater in my family, so while I finished, they began the movie. My sister got into an argument with my mom and stormed off to the bathroom upstairs. I can't recall what it was about since I was enjoying my food. All I heard was,
Te va a salir el pinche diablo por comportarte así.
which means the fucking devil is gonna see you because of how you're behaving. When I finished, I decided it was time to sleep since I was still mad that my parents canceled my party. I went to my room and got comfy in my bed. My sister wasn't in the room. As I drifted to sleep, I heard a balloon pop. It woke me up, but I didn't place much thought into it. Then, pop, 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 pop. All my balloons were popping. My bed began to shift slowly forward and then really hard back to the wall. I was screaming my head off, calling my mom. I was too scared to jump off and run to the door. Every scenario popped into my head. I screamed for what felt like forever until finally my mom ran into the room and turned on the lights. I could see all the balloons that were I could see all the balloons that were popped were only around my bed. I told her exactly what happened and she told me to sleep in her room. The next morning, my sister ran into my parents' room and woke up yelling at me. Why the hell would you leave me alone in a room after I told you that something scared me? What are you talking about? I slept here with mom and dad. My mom confirmed to her that she took me out of the room and my sister was not there. Her face got white and she told us what happened to her. She got out of the bathroom and went into our room, got on the bed, and fell asleep. She woke up at 3:30 a.m. and couldn't move. She could hear footsteps heading to our room door. The door opened and there was a big tall shadow of what seemed like a man. It seemed to be our dad. He had a habit of checking on us at night. But the strange thing was that it's the middle of the night. My dad would do it right before bed. And the shadow never flicked on the light. And 3, it just stood there. She began to hear a weird noise like a bull getting ready to charge from my window and getting closer and closer to her ear until she could feel the warm breath on her ear. She began to recite a prayer in her head until she could finally move. She mustered the courage to jump off the bed, flick on the light, which was next to the doorway, and the figure. When the light came on, the figure was gone and she couldn't hear the noise anymore. She looked at my bed and there was something that appeared to be me. She described it looking exactly like me, but with a ponytail. I had short hair at the time. My sister told the thing that she had just experienced something and that she was scared, that she wanted to go to my parents' room. Don't worry, just go back to sleep, the thing told her. What? Did you not hear me? Wake up. I'm scared. Let's go to Mom's room, my sister replied. Just go back to bed. My sister was surprised since I scare easily, but went back to her bed. She couldn't take it and woke up at 5 a.m. to go to my parents' room. She looked at my bed and got furious because I seemed to be gone. That was when she ran into my parents' room to wake me up. We exchanged stories and we all went back to the room. You can still see the markings on the wood from where my bed was dragged. My family and I have experienced so many things, but this one is my most memorable. Dang. The mom called on the devil.
Literally, your mom cursed you.
Yeah.
Your mom was like, hey.
Yeah, she was
Get
like,
her.
check her out. Check her out. You need to scare her straight. Literally what it was. Scare her straight.
I'll teach you to talk back.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's crazy. That made me think of The Conjuring, honestly.
Yeah.
The first thing.
Ooh, okay. So this comment was deleted, but OP does respond to it saying, yes, we had a priest bless the house. My mom has holy water at all times just in case it starts up again. The weird thing is we're really devoted in our religions. Oh. The weird thing is that when we were very devoted to our religion, it seemed to manifest more. I don't live there anymore, but my family does. Creepy things will happen here and there. So the more religious they are, the more it's like...
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's like kind of like a placebo effect a little bit because when you believe in God and the devil,
every bump in the night.
Yeah, you think everything is directed at that. You see sin everywhere. You see the devil everywhere. So, I mean, it makes perfect sense why more religious people are more haunted, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm not religious and I have a ghost.
So who's to say?
So, I don't see him that often though. So that's the thing is he just kind of like.
Let's do an experiment. Like, comment, subscribe. If we get to 10,000 million followers, Addison will do a test where we see if we can get George to show up more.
Oh my God, I would, if we got 10,000 followers, I'll do a Ouija board on camera right here with you, right here.
Hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no.
10,000 followers,
Whoever's
baby.
number 10,000, we've got beef.
Skips to 10,001. Yeah, when we get to 10,000, quote me on this if you ever find it. OGs listening, all 156 of you are listening right now, and you're like screen recording this, waiting for it to happen. Yeah, one day,
One of these days. Yeah.
Yeah, I would be
in an
pissed.
episode one day, we'll like cut back to this. I'll put it in black and white and be like, remember when? Well, here the fuck we are.
Here we are, 10,000 followers later. We're doing a Ouija board in my basement.
Hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
Yeah, I don't do them. I actually gifted my Ouija board. You know this, but I gifted my Ouija board to a white elephant. I had never used it, but I gave it to, during a white elephant last year for Christmas, and our boss got it and took it home.
I want to know what he's doing with
And
it.
I put a little sticky note in there that said this Ouija board is haunted or something like that. Mm-hmm. So,
Yep.
that was pretty funny. But anyway, I'd be pissed if this was my birthday. I'd be so mad.
Because, like, you mean, like, your parents couldn't have moved everything inside? Or, like, maybe you get to have a sleepover with, like, one or two friends still?
Yeah, you can't do like one thing.
You do
know?
nothing.
For your whole birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
On your
that's
birthday, at your birthday party.
So you just gonna bring me a birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift? Happy birthday.
I will say I do like I told Quentin, since my birthday's today on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
I said all I want is for you to cook me a meal. I want you to cook me something. And I want to watch a movie.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want to do on my birthday.
Yeah.
So, but we're doing a lot beforehand. So
Yeah.
it makes sense. And on Monday, I'm going to that movie dinner night thing at that restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that should be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
That's
have,
what-
there's
let me know
literally,
how
it's
that is.
stacked tomorrow. We're recording this on a Tuesday. Sorry, guys. Tomorrow's Wednesday, which is Jasmine's birthday. As of the time that we're recording this. And then my week's stacked until
Until your
next
birthday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
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 So
Hot damn.
I know. It's crazy. She's a busy
It's
girl.
that Leo in you.
She's a busy girl. And I keep every single time I'm like, oh, it'll calm down. And it's like, okay, so it's my birthday. And then we have river rats. And we're also going camping, which I had no idea. Sorry, this is off topic. I had no idea that we were going camping in the middle of August.
Oh.
Yeah, Quentin was like, oh, I booked a spot at the same time that I booked that spot in Moab. And I was like,
Oh.
that would have been nice to know.
That would be real good to know.
Yeah, I didn't know that we're doing that. So
When in August?
the weekend, I think it's like the 12th or 13th or 14th or something like that.
Okay.
It's like the middle of August.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Good to know. That's
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah, so we're going camping, and then we have river rats, and then right after that, it's Halloween season, so we go haunted house, haunted house, haunted house, haunted house, haunted bar, haunted house, haunted house,
So
haunted
excited for
bar.
Haunted house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They built a spirit right here. I can't
Hell
say they
yeah.
built a spirit.
We
They're
should walk
setting up
over.
a spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they open, which should be any fucking... Whoa. Scandalous.
Spirit.
Whoa.
Halloween?
Any day now, they should be opening. So we'll walk over.
Well, yeah, we'll have
Yeah.
a cute little time.
Yeah, we'll do our little
love
Halloween crafts
Halloween.
and then walk over to Spirit.
That sounds so nice.
Doesn't it? I love pumpkin spice lattes, some apple cider.
Yay. Okay. What time
Some
we're gonna
soup.
have? I love soup.
I do too. I'm gonna make so much soup this year.
Just a stupid amount of soup.
Yeah, so much soup. Anyway, going back to the story.
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that's so crazy.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Your mom put a whole ass curse on you guys.
Damn, I'd be pissed if my mom cursed me. I'd be so mad. Mom, don't curse me ever, or I'll curse you back.
Ha. Yeah.
My mom's still upset I haven't put my little skeleton hand down here. Yeah, I'm calling you out like that.
About that. Yeah.
It's upstairs in my actual office. It's getting used all the time instead of once a week.
Yeah, once a week just sitting here.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, I'm so glad your birthday celebrations are better than all of these stories because, oh my god.
Right? These poor Redditors, their celebrations are better left forgotten. But you know what you shouldn't forget? To like, comment, share, subscribe, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, all of those things at what was that _ the pod and Reddit. Did I say Reddit? I already said Reddit. And then if you want to share your own story, you can email us at what was that _ the pod.
Let's give one last huzzah to Addison on her birthday.
Huzzah indeed. Dude, I cannot wait for... Wait. What was that?